The legendary skier's final moments in the death zone. In the realm of extreme sports, few challenges are as audacious as skiing down an 8,000-meter mountain. It's a sentiment many can agree with. Yet in 2018, Nelson and Jim Morrison proved the skeptics wrong by achieving the first ever ski descent of Lotse, the fourth tallest peak in the world.
And I was sort of saying, oh, this is what it's going to be like when I'm on Mount Everest. And I was taking that moment to sort of train for this eventual place I'm going to get in my life.
This monumental feat rewrote the history of extreme sports and set the stage for their next daring adventure. However, what unfolded on their attempt to conquer Manasulu in 2022 was a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of these pursuits. Manaslu, while often considered one of the easier 8,000ers, is no walk in the park. Nestled in the Himalayas, this peak serves as a preparation ground for climbers aiming to conquer its renowned neighbor, Mount Everest. Its accessible ridges and valley glaciers offer various approaches, but at an altitude of over 8,000 meters, it's a formidable challenge, as are all 14 of the world's 8,000ers. The year 2022, however, would highlight the true essence of the mountain's challenges. The climbing community was in for a paradigm shift in 2022. The Himalayan database, long relied upon for tracking mountain summits, announced that it would only credit Manaslu summits to those who reached the highest point revealed by drone imagery. This unprecedented decision was supported by operators and climbers alike, due to the ongoing controversy surrounding summit claims.
Up there you can see bits of the yellow band, Geneva Spur, South Col, summit.
The implications were profound, leading to a surge in climbers attempting the peak to validate their accomplishments. Nelson was an American ski mountaineer.
I felt like it was just the culmination of all the skills I had built over 20 years.
She became the first woman to summit two 8,000-meter peaks, Everest and Lotse, in one 24-hour push on May 25, 2012. On September 30, 2018, Nelson and partner Jim Morrison made the first ski descent of the Dream Line, the Lotse couloir from the summit. Lotse is the fourth highest mountain in the world and shares a saddle with Mount Everest. Nelson grew up climbing mountains near Seattle and lived with her two children near Telluride, Colorado. She distinguished herself with dozens of first ski descents through more than 40 expeditions to 16 different countries. The North Face, her sponsor, called her the most prolific ski mountaineer of her generation. Nelson's and Jim Morrison's first major ski mountaineering expedition together was in 2017, when they traveled to the Indian Himalayas to attempt the first ski descent of Papsara, a 21,165-foot mountain known as the Peak of Evil.
Papsara is higher. Papsara is the one that I've been obsessed with for 20 years. It's this perfect triangle.
Mountaineering experts said that feat had redeemed Nelson in the eyes of the alpinist community after she led a failed North Face expedition in 2014 to climb Kakabo Razi, Myanmar's tallest mountain at 19,295 feet. Nelson and the other 5 climbers who were making the documentary nearly lost their lives after they ran out of food. In September 2022, Nelson and Jim Morrison were pushing the limits again on Manaslu. Manaslu is respected among mountain researchers and climbers as it is one of the more dangerous of the world's 14 8,000-meter peaks because of its propensity for avalanches. In October 2018, Jim Morrison and the North Face teammate Nelson became the first people to ski from the 27,940-foot summit of Lotse. Their 7,000 vertical feet ski line down the Host Couloir is considered one of the most aesthetic descents among the world's tallest mountains. In May 2018, Jim summited Cho Oyu and Mount Everest in the Himalaya. He skied a combined 11,000 vertical feet on both mountains, including a 7,000-foot line down Cho Oyu.
These mountains in the spring, it's the popular time to climb Mount Everest and Lotse.
Nelson, 49, and her romantic and climbing partner, Jim Morrison, were trying to ski down Manaslu, the world's 8th highest peak, on Monday. An avalanche apparently blew her off a cliff onto the south face of the mountain, opposite of their intended route of descent, said Sachindra Yadav, an expedition liaison officer from the Gorkha district, which includes Manaslu. Her body has been brought to Kathmandu for autopsy. It's intact but covered with snow, Mr. Yadav said. Ms. Nelson and Mr. Morrison traveled to Nepal earlier this month for their trek up Manaslu.
The Manaslu Conservation Area is an untouched gem in the Himalayas of Nepal.
In 2018, they successfully descended by ski from Lotse, the world's 4th highest mountain, which straddles Nepal and Tibet. Jim Morrison, in a post on Instagram Wednesday, said of Hillary Nelson, "She has been the beacon of light in my life day in and day out." He said he was skiing ahead of Nelson, who started a small avalanche. Then she was swept off her feet and carried down a narrow snow slope. He added, "I did everything I could to locate her, but was unable to go down the face as I hoped to find her alive and live my life with her." When she disappeared on Monday, shortly after the couple began their descent from Manaslu's 8,163-meter peak, guides on her expedition said they believed she had fallen into a crevasse. Jim Morrison skied to base camp for help, but poor weather conditions delayed a helicopter survey and rescue mission until Tuesday morning. During an initial survey, Mr. Morrison and others on the mission noticed bright objects that looked like a ski glove or another article of clothing. Helicopters set out to search for Nelson on Monday, but were prevented from flying due to poor weather conditions. Morrison joined the rescue team on Tuesday and Wednesday when he discovered her remains.
After days of searching and an avalanche, a helicopter rescue crew, along with Morrison, recovered Nelson's body. Her partner says he was the one to find her.
"I spent the last 2 days searching from the air in a helicopter. Today, with the help of Captain Shirendra, an incredibly skilled pilot, we were able to land at 22,000 feet and search for her," he recounted. "I found her body with the aid of a mountain Sherpa today, Wednesday, at 10:30 a.m. He ended his message with this loving tribute. "I'm in Kathmandu with her and her spirit. My loss is indescribable, and I am focused on her children and their steps forward. Hillary Nelson is the most inspiring person in life, and now her energy will guide our collective souls." They did it, completing an icy 3,000-foot, 60-degree virgin ski descent with almost no visibility, according to the North Face. In the world of extreme sports, there are those who dare to challenge the boundaries of what is possible.
Very extreme here. I'm running down the mountain trying to keep up with my climbing partner, Jim Morrison.
Hillary Nelson's journey from the first ski descent of Lotse to her fateful attempt on Manaslu epitomizes this spirit of daring exploration. Her legacy is a testament to the indomitable human will, the pursuit of excellence, and the willingness to face the unknown head-on. As the climbing community remembers her legendary achievements, we're reminded that the mountains, though beautiful, remain untamed and unforgiving, demanding respect and humility from all who seek their peak.